the women's Keirin will bring this championship to a close. And what a lineup we've got for this final. 2 Australians, McCulloch and Stephanie Morton. Mathilde Gross in there from France. Li Weizhi from Hong Kong. There's McCulloch, Morton, Pruszkow, Lee, Shmeleva from Russia. It's the draw. To what extent is that particularly relevant in a race like this, in your opinion? Because they always show it.
I think the only most beneficial spot, as much difference it does make, is second. Because if you're in second, you're in the place you want to be. You want somebody to lead you out for the first lap of the when the race proper starts, and it's for everybody else to have to overtake. If you are at the back, I think that is a disadvantage, because it's quite possible to move forward at low speeds and with such a long way to go, but you still got to do it. So there is an advantage perhaps to being slightly further forward.
Do you see this as ultimately a battle between Morton and Li Weizhi?
It certainly looked that way in qualifying. Stephanie Morton seems to have got a second wind, and both Li Weizhi and Stephanie Morton were dominant in the previous round. So yes, I would say it was between them. Li Weizhi came out on top in the sprint. My gut feel would say that we're likely to see the same again, but in a race with this many people in, there's an awful lot of other plans trying to be implemented at the same time. What was it? No plan survives first contact with the enemy.
So Stephanie Morton, gold medalist in the team sprint, silver in the match sprint. She lost to Li Weizhi in the match sprint final. Mathilde Gross from France, the European Keirin champion in this field as well.
So that's the final race of this championship underway now for the World Keirin title. Stephanie Morton in first position. So
little run through of who is where behind the motorbike, so we can place all the riders. It's Stephanie Morton, the first of the Australians, in behind the motorbike in position 1. Mathilde Gross from France is the second rider, followed by Li Weizhi of Hong Kong. And there's Stephanie Morton going for her third medal of these championships. That's the view from the back of her bike towards Gross, the teenage sprinting sensation from France. Lee third in line, then followed by Carly McCulloch there. Just looking behind, the orange jersey is that of Shanna Pruszkow of the Netherlands, and Daria Shmeleva in the red shorts from Russia at the back at the moment.
So here we go, 3 laps, and between now and that world title, everybody just moving around, trying to place themselves without fully committing.
Pruszkow, I think, knowing that she's not one of the big favourites, trying to at least give herself a chance here, but Mathilde Gross now starts to make a move. Mathilde Gross at the front. Second place occupied by Stephanie Morton. She's got half an eye on where Li Weizhi is, and Li Weizhi is right behind her now as they come round this time to take the bell. Stephanie Morton hits the front for Australia. Li Weizhi is right on her tail, and those two are pulling away from the rest of the field. Carly McCulloch currently in third place. McCulloch's going strong, and Morton is being beaten here by Li Weizhi from Hong Kong, and Li Weizhi is a double sprint champion of the world. Li Weizhi takes the victory, and Carly McCulloch finishes in second place for Australia. Daria Shmeleva from Russia takes the bronze. Stephanie Morton, one of the big favourites, off the podium in fourth place. In that final sprint, she didn't have it, but that woman did. Li Weizhi, what a fantastic week she's had. The world sprint champion is also the Keirin champion of the world.
I watched that one, and I watched her, and she was so cool. And she did have a strategy before the race, and she committed to it. She sat on Stephanie Morton, and even when she was in third place and the distance was ticking away, she sat there and she waited, and she knew when to go. It was beautifully delivered, but physically she was better than anyone in the field. I think Morton could have got close to it if she'd ridden differently. She went
What happened there to
out.
Stephanie Morton? Because suddenly she looked as if her tank was empty.
Yeah, she was on the front for a very long time, but Levite Sea was, I mean, she didn't even drop back down to the bottom of the track. She just stayed going the long way round all the way to the line.
Not such a surprise, perhaps, that Levite Sea won it, because she's more than a worthy world champion, but Carly McCulloch getting ahead of Stephanie Morton as well. Just watch the difference here.
Look where she is on the track as well. So she doesn't even drop back down. She stays in the middle of the track, just powering away there. McCulloch did well to come all the way from the back there, but certainly no doubt in the winner there.
Well, that means that Carly McCulloch has got a complete set of medals from these championships, because she won the team sprint with Stephanie Morton. She got bronze in the 500-metre time trial yesterday, and now she has a bonus, and I would say an unexpected silver medal going into this round of this competition today from the Keirin. But what a fantastic win there for Levite Sea. She's been around for a long time. She took the bronze medal in London in the Keirin, in the race won by Victoria Pendleton. That's how long she's been riding at the top level. But she, for the first time, has won the world title. Carly McCulloch silver, Daria Shmelaeva is the bronze medalist from Russia.
What a dominant performance from Levite Sea, winning, of course, earlier in the week and then storming to victory in that Keirin. She looked well, she looked like a world champion, Chris.
Outstanding performance. She lined up Steph Morton beautifully, kicked with a lap to go straight over the top here, and you can just see the power relative to the rest of them. Carly McCulloch rode very well for the silver medal, but I think Steph Morton will be very disappointed. She had the legs to win this, but the tactics just weren't quite there.
Yeah, and a disappointing week as far as the British sprinters have been concerned, which is probably timely now to bring in the performance director for British Cycling.